Today, I would like to talk about why it is so important to understand the surface direction and how that affects the way that you model specific for organic shape. Are you ready? Let's get started. Before we starting making this model, I would like to talk about the different type of a surface and how that impact the way that you're making the model. So I'm going to come into the top view and simply just draw a straight line going from here to here. And then with this straight line right there, I'm going to come to the surface. You have a revolve command and snapping into the endpoint right there. Coming into the front view, holding my shift key, and then I click right there back to the top view for 360 degree, and we will get this surface right there. Another way to make the same surface or similar surface is I can make rectangle or square surface first with the command for this one is rectangle planar. And after that, I'm gonna just draw a circle right in the middle for similar size that we have. And to be more accurate, I'm going to just align centers so they will be right in the center. With this circle, I'm simply just going to trim this surface right there. Now, if you take a look on the perspective and specifically take a look on the render view, there's no much difference between this one and this one. But if we take a look again on our top view, I'm going to enlarge here. There's a huge difference between this one because if you rebuild this surface, and let's say we want U and V direction to be both 10 and 10, you kind of notice that they become a radial structure right here. So if I'm going to pick up this surface and I'm going to rebuild with the same number, notice that it's become a grid structure and it's coming out of the circle is because it still have a history for whatever original one is. So let's click OK. Now you see the structure different right now. It's still not effect on the render, but if you turn on the control point on both of them, the way that you're going to pull them is different. So let's say I'm gonna coming into the top view, I'm going to pick up here, pick up here, pick up maybe here, and pick up here on the side, and then I can simply just bring it up like this. That give me some sort of a folding kind of a looking here. But for this one, because this is in the grid, if I'm picking up, like rendering, pick up some point and I pull it up, I get some sort of a bump there. And it's because the orientation that how this surface was originally created is going to make a huge difference the way that you're going to edit. So I just want to throw in this concept for the surface here before we are making this pillow. So let's go ahead to hiding this pillow, and I want to starting from the scratch. Let me keep those two next to each other just for the reminder. I'm going to starting on the top view, and again coming into the rectangle, we have something called conic corner, and then snapping into the center, it can be any size and bring it in like this. All right, in order to creating the surface that follow this outline, we need to have a line right in the center to show how tall we want this surface to be. And this is just a reference line. You don't need to have this line if you know how to use a smart track and things like that. All right, so this is showing how tall the surface is going to be. And I'm going to coming over here and start drawing some curve, and it's going to be something look like this. Okay, so now I have everything that I need to creating the surface. If you are using the revolve, you pretty much will get something in circle, like something like this. Right? But we need to have this one to follow the rail that we have. So instead of using a revolve, we want to use the rail revolve. And we are going to pick up the profile, and we're going to pick up the rail, and picking up the axis go from here to here, and then we'll get this pillow. However, it doesn't have a much point when you turn on the control point. It doesn't have much to edit. So I'm going to coming from the top, I'm going to rebuild this guy to be more point. In this case, on my U direction, I want it to be 16. The V direction, just gonna keep it as 10, and we're just gonna click OK. All right, so now I have this surface right there. I'm going to pick up certain row. Instead of picking up like this, every other row I need to pick it up, I'm going to pick up only 1 point. On each of the row, I'm going to pick it up. So just 1 point there, 1 point, 1 point, 1 point. So every other row, I want to pick up 1 point and going another one here and another one there. Okay, when all those points is picking up, I'm gonna come into this icon here for selection. Under the selection, you have this one for select the point. And we have this sub window right there. This one is selecting U and this one is selecting V. Go ahead to click on the selecting V, then it will select every row that you were having one of the point being selected. Let's take a look on the perspective and you can see how they're being selected. We don't want it to affect it to the side, so I'm just gonna holding my control key and deselect some of the point. After you select those points, you can simply just going up or going down to moving those points. And that's how we get this folding looking things right there. Okay, so once you like it, if you feel like the center is 2 points right there, you can pick up the center on those points, and that's coming into the front view on 1D scale on the gumball. Just type it 0 here, and now we can move it up. Everything will be more level instead of coming into the point. All right, so if you like this surface and you want both sides to be the same, we can simply just having this mirror to the other side, and then we can have this puffy at the same time folding. To close the one in the middle, it doesn't look everything coming into the point. We can simply just drop a cylinder right there, and for this cylinder, simply just giving a fillet edges. That might be too big. For something smaller like 0.5 millimeter, you can also punch for a hole to look like this button is sewing there. So I'm going to have this sit it in a little bit. If you want a rim, you can simply using the pipe tool and pick up the curve that you have, and we want to give it a rim look like this, so you can assign whatever material there later on for this pillow looking thing. I hope you enjoyed this video and help you to understand the surface direction and how does that affect the way that you model. Welcome to sign up my newsletter, where I will send you a lot of free tips and also the course discount whenever it's available. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next.